Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to draw three different impossible shapes in Adobe Illustrator. Something like these things. And also I'm planning to utilize these things for Photoshop and Animate CC in the future. So please stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and also set the alarm so you can watch my latest video. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to draw these three things one by one. So first, let's get started from this one. This square one. Okay, so first, select your rectangle tool and hold down the shift key so we can draw about this size rectangle, I mean the square, the perfect square. And then I'm going to set my fill color to nothing, and then stroke weight, let me choose maybe a 30 point. Yep, looks good, about this size. And then go to object menu and expand it. Make sure you check fill and the stroke, this checkbox, and say OK. So now see, this is a shape. This is one shape. Now switch your color, so no fill and the stroke color just black. And I'm gonna change my stroke weight excuse me, to the thinnest line, the finest line, quarter point. See, so this is what I have. And hold down the option. You see that your mouse cursor changes to the double arrowhead, meaning you can make a copy. So I'll hold down the option, click, and shift, so I can move and make a copy like this, and it will snap. So make sure it is perfectly matched here. Okay, so it looks good. Now select your pen tool and link from this end to this point, and pen tool again from here to here. Okay, so we're almost there. Now select everything. Now select Open Pathfinder. If you do not see this, it is under Windows menu and Pathfinder. And on the second row, the first button is called the Divide. So choose it. Click on it. Nothing's changing. Now, still your objects are all selected. Then select this Shape Builder tool in your toolbox. Select it. Now, see that? When you place your mouse cursor in one field, it turns to a mesh. So what you can do is, let me select this the first triangle on top left corner and keep pressing mouse button and drag it to the next one. See? Now they are all linked. So from here to here, like a spiral. I'm gonna do next one. From the bottom right corner, this triangle, drag it to the next shape, to the next. Okay, see? Now, just choose the default fill and the stroke color button. So this is what we have. So we're almost there already. Okay, now select everything. I don't want to keep this the black stroke color. So we can because once we have the stroke color like this, the shapes is not gonna be not pretty. So let me switch the color. So black fill, and then the stroke color set to nothing, no stroke color, just like this. And deselect it, so it looks like it's just one chunk of a square. Now choose your direct selection tool, click on the middle one, and just delete it, so it's gone. Now when you hover your mouse cursor, you see that there are two different sections. So you can select one by one. So select the first one, this one, and then you can choose any gradient fill. But in my swatch, I made this new gradient, kind of from the light blue to dark blue. So you can check. This is my gradient option, from light blue to dark and the darkest, almost black. Okay, then with this gradient tool, I'm going to apply it vertically from the bottom. Let me hold down the shift key from bottom to the top, like this. Now, this one. Choose the eyedropper tool. Let me apply this, the same gradient fill. And then choose the gradient tool. Now this time from top to the bottom. Hold down the shift key and drag it to the bottom. Yep. So this is done. Let me rotate it. Zoom out. It's quite big. Make it a little bit smaller. Yep. So first one is done. Now let's do the second one, this oval, the circle. Let me set to the default setting. I'm going to draw this time the perfect circle. Maybe about this size. It should be okay. Okay. And no fill. And then a stroke color. Let me set to a 30 point again. Okay. And then go to object menu and expand it like we did. Check the fill and the stroke checkbox and say OK. Okay. Now I'm going to apply some color on this one. Any color is fine. Just a fill color and no stroke color. Okay. And then let me hold down the option, click, and shift and drag it until you see the intersect. So maybe you can do this. Go to the view menu and outline view, and let me check. Yep, looks okay, just like this. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the little rectangle from this intersect point to the next intersect point. So it's a kind of tiny rectangle like this. Okay. Let me go back to the preview mode. Okay. Let me change the color. So it's kind of linking these two ring. And then zoom out. I'm going to copy this to this bottom. Okay. Let me change this color. It's like this. Okay, now select everything. Then open Pathfinder and choose the divide, the first one on the second row. Now, like we did for the first one, choose the shape builder tool. Choose it. Let me zoom in. I'm going to link it here to this little tiny piece. Okay. And from here to here, here. And from here to this. Okay. Now I'm going to link this one. Let me zoom in. From here to here, and this tiny piece. And from here to here. And the last. See? Okay. Now, let me change the color. Just simply any different color. Maybe like this. See? So we have this shape. Now, let me select everything. Select everything. I'm going to squeeze it a little bit, just like this, like the O shape, letter O. Okay. Then, let me choose the gradient fill I made, this red one. If you want to check this gradient option, you can see that there are 3 points from the red to from yellow to red and the black, or really dark red. Either one's fine. Then I'm going to select my gradient tool. Let me hold down the shift key and from the top to the bottom, just like this. Okay. Or, excuse me, you can apply it this way. I think this one makes more sense. Now, next one. With the eyedropper tool, I'm going to copy this. And from top to the bottom, like this. See? So the second one, the oval shape, the circular one is done. Okay, now the last one, the triangle. Let me set my the color palette to the default setting, and then this time I'm going to choose the polygon. And then once you choose a polygon, just click somewhere, maybe here, and you can decide the numbers of sides. So 3 sides. So that means we're going to make it triangle. And the radius type, the value 130 point. Let's try that first. It's kind of a little bit big. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, about this size. Okay, and then let me set my fill color to nothing. Stroke color is okay. And then let me change my stroke weight to 30 point again. Okay, and then go to object menu and expand it. Check the fill and the stroke checkbox like we did before. Okay, and now switch your color. So no fill and the stroke color is black. I'm gonna make it, choose it, the quarter point, the thinnest line. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller, about this size. Okay, now hold down the option, click, shift, and drag it, and it will snap. It doesn't match. Let me zoom in. Just like this. Okay, looks good. And then let me reselect my very first one, hold down the option, click, shift, and drag it a little bit so I can have another copy. So I have 3 copies. Important thing is we need to keep the same distance between each one, each piece. So select everything. Now open, where are you? Alignment panel. Okay, and then set choose the horizontal distribute center button, so we can keep the same distance in between. Okay, then let me zoom in a little bit. I'm going to push the middle one only, just like this. So it looks perfect now. So let me release it. See? So we're almost there now. Now select everything. Open Pathfinder, choose Divide. Okay. Then select Shape Builder tool again. Starting from the top piece, drag it to the next one, to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry, not in here. To this way. So we have a one kind of a check mark, like a V-shaped things. Now, second one to here. See? And the last one. Okay. And the next thing is, choose your direct selection tool and choose this anchor point and move it down so we can have a flat top. Or you can do this way. Let me do this way. Choose your pen tool and then just a link from here to here. Pen tool again from here to here. Pen tool from here to here. Okay. Now select everything again. Choose your shape builder tool and then hold down the option. You can see the minus symbol next to your mouse cursor. So choose the top little tiny triangle and click on it while you're holding down the option key so you can get rid of it. Option, click. Option, click. So this might be much easier. Okay, so we have the shape now. Now select everything. I'm going to set the default palette and let me invert, swap the fill and the stroke and no stroke color, and then choose your direct selection tool, select the middle triangle and delete it. So we have a little hole in the middle. Now it's time to apply the gradient. So the first one, I made another the gradient fill in my swatches, the green one. Oh, sorry. So green fill and no stroke color. Okay, selected this second one. Let me choose the eyedropper, apply the same color. Let me choose the third one, eyedropper, and same gradient fill. So we're almost there. I just need to change the direction of my the gradient fill. So inside is supposed to be much darker than this. So let me choose my gradient tool again, and then starting from here, maybe something like this. Okay. Now this middle one, the bottom one, gradient fill from the bottom to the top, like this. And the last one, gradient fill from here to like this. I may move it a little bit. Okay. Okay. And you may see that kind of little tiny kind of lines like this. So you can select it with the direct selection tool and delete it. Gone. Okay. All right. So I think we are all done with these three different impossible objects like the optical illusion using Adobe Animate CC. I'm sorry, Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so maybe next time we're going to utilize these shapes for Animate CC and Photoshop. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching and see you next time.